Here we go. Oh! Look at these amazing conditions for a wash fish, mate. I mean, you wouldn't want to be anywhere else. So this afternoon I'm hoping to get mixed wash species like snapper, trevally, tailor, kings, bonito, whatever comes along, even an exotic species. Maybe a Samson fish might come along. You know, I'm just hoping for anything. I'm just after a feed. I'm going to be using Alveys and spinning reels. The gear will be in the description, so check it out later on. Hope to entertain you. See you out there. Anyway, put the bait container on. So I've got 2 bait containers, one with burley, or one with bait actually, half pillies, and I've got some prawns there, as you can see. And I've got some pilchard cubes as well. So you may wonder why I use 2 containers. The reason being is because where I'm going to be standing, I can't have a bucket there. I can't just keep lifting up my bucket. So it's just not practical. So that's the reason why I'm doing it. So I can just burley up, fish, and have my carry bag and rig up accordingly and not waste my time. Amazing baits. Look at that. They are food grade prawns. So you can add squid, fish fillets, like bonito, tailor. Basically, when you're wash fishing, you can just sort of just keep adding whatever you like. Anyway, see you out there. So I got my spin outfit ready as well, just in case I see a bus up. At the end of the day, I could even just use my spinning reel rather than the Alvey, but just I like swapping it around. As a guide, I teach Alvey fishing as well, so high tide just around dark too, actually. So it's sort of, I guess, in many aspects, it's as good as it gets. The only downside today is that the swell's quite slight. I would obviously like a lot more swell. So that's not really going to work for me. It's going to work probably against me, if anything. Just got to work with what you got. It's that silly saying, it's got to be like a little bit Goldilocksy nearly, where you got, it's not too big, it's not too small. You know, water's not too cold. The right time of the year, the right time of the day, the right gear, the right bait, and the right technique, of course. Am I even going to get fish this afternoon? That's another thing too. Tell you what, it looks like good squid water. Did I bring my jigs? No, I didn't. That's probably the only thing I forgot to bring, I think. Alright, there you go, there's my first cast. When you're wash fishing, it does help to have a bit more wash. By the way, wash is white water. What you see in front of me there is that churning white water, and that's what sends out the burley out to sea and brings fish in, draws them in. Some rock spots you fish, you've only got limited options to fish, so limited spots, I mean. So you just got to make the best of what you've got. Typically what you burley up first is the sweep and maydos and yellowtail. Is that there? Still basically a bait in a sense. So there you go, the first couple of casts, nothing much, just a few small fish. That wash is building up, there's no doubt about that. It's looking promising. Anyway, see you back out there. The pluses and the minuses of burling. The minus is the tormenting small fish. The plus is obviously the drawing in those bigger species, you know. All right. Ooh, here we go. Is that a shark? Could be. Sharks, mate. This is a shark. Certainly feels like a shark. Ooh. Went for a bit of a run then. Even though it's probably a shark, dusky whaler, it's a good way to actually learn how to palm a reel as well. I mean, palm the Alvey at ease. So this is hooked probably in the mouth. I'd say it's certainly hooked in the mouth. Oh, there you go, bitten off. Woo! Bitten off. Which is kind of good because it was going to take at least another 5 minutes to land. Sharks. Well, that's the way it is. I think that's not going to be the only one I'm going to hook this afternoon as well. I think I'm going to hook several of them. You know, they're becoming so prolific nowadays. About 25, 30 years ago, there was far less sharks, but there was no complaints of not having sharks around. Nowadays, they're complaining about shark numbers diminishing, but I'm finding that I'm hooking far more sharks than I ever have. I don't know. Ask the fishermen, is there more sharks? I'll answer that with a resounding yes. Far more sharks. Okay, time to rig up again. if I'm going to get anything today. Probably not. Well, not so far anyway. You know, after probably a dozen casts now, it might be time to move. So far, as dead as a doornail, apart from the shark, that is. So I've had about a dozen casts and there's been no results. So, I mean, what do? Do I stay or do I go? So, I'm going to have a couple more casts and just think about things. I might end up moving. The only downside to moving is that you may end up with a worse result. So, see how it goes. Wow, it is absolutely as dead as a doornail. Isn't it funny, you go to what you perceive as being maybe the best spots and they don't fish. We always try and go to the best spots, don't we? Especially in flat conditions. We can get there. One last throw for the show. So there's going to be a bite on this last cast. Is this going to change my mind? Is there a chance of that? Doesn't look like it's going to change my mind. Well, funny, there's not a thing there. That's it. No bait. Well, it's time to move. No bites. You just got to move. You can't just keep fishing and fishing and fishing. Look, there might be some fish here just before dark, but I'm not willing to take the risk. There should have been something that sort of grabbed my enthusiasm at least. But as I said, there might be some fish here just before dark anyway. But I'm going to move. Well, I'm going to have a quick spin because things have been so dead that I just love to end up with just a bonito. Anything. Tailor, bonito. So, anyway, I'm going to try the OT jig. See how I go. I'm going to have a few casts of this because I want to get back into the wash fishing. By the way, this outfit that I'm using right now is very, very good for wash fishing as well. Rod's fairly shortish, probably the minimum I would use, minimum length. As I mentioned, the specs will be in the description. But of course, a really good snapper on this. Good kings, chevali, bonito, bunch of species. So as much as it's a great spin rod, it's also good for wash fishing. So I'm not seeing any surface action, so I'm basically just blind casting. I was really having a serious spin. I'd swap lures and colours, sizes. I'd have a proper go at it, but I'm not necessarily here to spin. It's only if something happens. Although the spin outfit's going to be close by, but oh, wow. Massive dolphin just come out then. don't know what species it is. It's one of those dolphins that they look like they're at least 300 kilos. Oh, massive. Looks like it could even be feeding as well. The way it was arcing out. Okay, so that's going to be here on standby. Get my bait back out there again. No wash. So what I was talking about before, going from one spot to the next, this is what I mean. I'm going from a spot that's got wash now to no wash. So am I going to be able to burley up properly? Probably not. Will there be fish here? I'm not really sure. It's not the right conditions for it. It's too flat. So it's not looking great. I found a squid jig on the rocks, so I'm going to have a few casts. Could end up being a squid video. That'd be funny. A couple of squid instead. From a squid jig that I found. Had no intentions of going squid fishing. I was thinking about it, I was considering it, but I just don't want to add too much to it, you know, so I thought, look, just focus on the fish. I'll get right down low here too. Very flat conditions. Probably half a metre. Even less than half a metre. Whoa! Oh! Bugger! That was big. Woo! Damn, that'd be hard. I don't know if you've seen that load up. A bit like a big snapper. Damn. The size of a king, maybe. Tell you what, I got a 65 centimetre snapper recently, and it actually a bit harder than that. But it reminded me of like an old school snapper. You know, like a several kilo fish. Whew. That was one mean mother of a bite. Rod just buckled over very fast. Damn, that was a quick bite. Big and fast. Big and aggro. Come on. Look at that. Yellowtail or Mado. Sweet. Here we go. Got a bite then. Tiny little snapper. Ugh. Oh. Tiny little snapper. Well, there you go. I've been here for fishing baits for 15 minutes and I've had more bites here than what I did at the first spot. Tiny little snapper. Spewing about missing that massive fish. I just wanted to have a go at it at least. If it comes back, I'll be more than happy to hook it up and at least have a go at it. But landing it, I'm not really sure about landing it. It was a pretty big fish. It was big. Anyway, back out there. pushing in quite close as well. I feel the yellowtail biting. Something small. Well, it's only yakka's biting by the looks of it. The enthusiasm's toning down. Oh, here we go. Look at this. It's toning back up again. Like, felt like a little small snapper again. Yeah, little red that baited me. That's all it is. So I felt some frayed line in my line. I'm probably going to change the rod around actually. I might have a cracked runner. So it's something you've got to keep an eye out on. If you notice that there's damaged line unnecessarily happening, if it's happening for no reason, you should keep an eye out on it, and perhaps you can swap a rod around. I've got the luxury of doing that. I brought 2 rods, so I'm going to swap it around now. Well, change rods around now using the old MT4144. I'm quite sure they don't make them anymore. Please correct me in comments. Actually, correct me any time you like. If you feel strongly about something, or if I'm saying something incorrect, please correct me. Alright, so hopefully this hasn't got a cracked runner on it. Looks like that light's waning. Here we go. Oh, it's reefed me up. Is it reefing me up? Oh, Jesus crikey, mate. Is that going over a rock or something? Oh, big fish. Oh, it's gone over a rock. It's gone over some reef. Could even be a king. Yeah, it's run me straight into the reef. Wow. Woo. Does that come back out? Wow, it run fast. Not putting up that much of a performance now. It's the only thing. That's a bit of a tail beat then. Jeez, it actually reefed me up. I'm quite intrigued to know what this thing is. Ooh, that bounced like a snapper then. It's bouncing like a snapper. It actually nodded then. Knock, knock. How you going, matey? No, I haven't seen it yet, mate. Went off for a blistering run, the first run. Yeah. Half pillies.
Oh, yeah. What do you reckon, a red?
It's bouncing like a red. It's got a lot of weight in it. It's got that knot on it, isn't it? It's where it's knocking. Oh no, it's starting to wake up again. It reefed the bloody crap out of me too before. Only 12. Bit silly, isn't it? Wow, this is good fish. Hope it's not foul hook, but seen a bit of colour then. Yeah. Oh, good red. Oh, man. How good's that? Stonker red. I thought it was knocking like a red, eh? Yeah. How good's this? Woo! Great snapper. Woo! I'm getting too excited. I haven't landed it yet. Oh, mate, I'll wash it up. Yeah, I'll wash it up. Thanks, buddy. Woo! Oh, no way. Oh. No way. Woo! beautiful snapper. Oh, oh, what a red. Cracking red. Oh, that's incredible. That might be close to 70 centimetres. Holy crap. "70 centimetre snapper, 70 centimetres straight on the dot. No friggin' way." On the stretch, 70 centimetres. Oh, look at that. Only hooked on the outside of the mouth as well. How friggin' amazing is this? Oh. Well, that's it. There you go, 70 centimetre snapper. Oh, it's too good. I'm back out there. I'm only going to fish for another 5 more minutes and get out of here, I think. That'll make a magnificent feed. I need some fish. I would normally prefer to release that fish, but I'm going to keep it. There we go. What was that? Might have been a Chevali, that one. So I was just saying that I got one about 65 centimetres. Fairly recent, and that one there's roughly about 5 centimetres larger. What a fish. Well, I'm going to have one more throw. I'm out of here. Okay, that's it. Well, one fish is all it took. Just one fish, one amazing snapper. Beautiful. Truly bellissimo. Yeah, I'm going to keep this fish. I've got no fish at all in the freezer, and I don't know when I'm going fishing again. So normally I would throw something like this back because it's still in good nick. But I'm going to keep this one. Hey, look, thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and I'll hopefully have more videos coming soon.